Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Achak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, taught us his truth. Honors the salutations to us to Shirakim, throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and the sound doctrine. Alright, and to the dead in Yahweh shall rise first, and to the Akwathim and the children that believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. Alright, my name is Ma'akala Ben Gab Ben Yasharala, and I'm here to, bring out some mortification. Alright, these uproars of the people are getting serious, man. And this is what's coming to America, man. On a heavy scale. Alright? It's starting over there, but ultimately, like, you had all these different empires, and those empires and those places are starting to fall, like the scriptures speak about. But now it's coming, like, America patterns itself after all those different kingdoms. So when it hits here, it's going to be a time of trouble that's never been before, as if it was a nation. Daniel the 12th chapter. But I'm going to hop right into the video. Bear with me. Shalaka. I hate this phone, man. Bear with me, Aki. It's always something. I'm trying to bring out some edification,
They say they're protecting their university. Use anything they can get their hands on to create barricades. Campuses have emerged as the latest front in battles with the police. These students are determined to fight for their freedom.
This is a fight for the whole generation. We are not letting those police change our good place, our home.
It doesn't take long for things to escalate.
These people going against the government, man.
The familiar click of tear gas being fired.
Disregard their kings, man.
Scenes like this play out across Hong Kong, like here in the financial center. They're now seemingly a normal part of 5 months of unresolved
That's civil war right there, man.
The police say this city is on the brink of a breakdown. Journeys, daily life disrupted after protesters threw debris on the tracks. This man asks what he'll do, says the protests leave him no choice but to go home and not work. Police and protesters accuse each other of brutality.
It's an all-out war, man.
The protesters set a man on fire after an argument.
Chief Gabar from Minerval, the head,
investigating the incident.
He's been saying that the war is in the air, man.
They've
The
also
spirit of war is in
defended
the air,
shooting
man.
a protester, saying they were concerned for their own safety.
In a situation like this, we believe we're acting according to the guidelines to protect ourselves as well as the people around us.
With more protests expected, the fear on both sides is that the already volatile situation is only likely to get worse.
Correspondent Matthias Bullinger has been covering the protests from the beginning and joins us now from Hong Kong. Matthias, the police there warning that the city is on the brink of a total breakdown. What's your impression?
Well, I am now not very far from the central business district, one of the center of today's clashes, where Chinese banks have been vandalized and police and protesters have been charging at each other. As you can see, shops here are working, so people somehow do get along. But what is true is that we have seen an escalation in violence in these last 2 days that is unprecedented. There have been clashes all over the city. until
Look,
late
it say
at
with swords
night,
in hands, man.
before
In the
clashes
scriptures, look,
used
that
to
man
end.
had a bow and arrow.
Sometime around midnight,
You know?
latest 2 o'clock this morning, it was until
When it
very
talks about the
early.
race wars,
Protesters
one people
have
shall stand up against
occupied
another people
campus,
with swords in
have fought
hands.
back police for
You
the
know?
first time since these demonstrations or these protests started. So there is there is an escalation. Both sides are hardening. There's no doubt about that.
Matthias, these protests seem to have taken on a life of their own now. Do the demonstrators still have clear demands that have any chance of being met?
They have very clear demands. There are 5 demands, and one of them has been met. That's the withdrawal of this anti-extradition bill. There is a very important demand for an independent investigation into the police, something that would probably ease tensions here, but the protesters are saying all their 5 demands must be met, including universal suffrage, democratic elections. That is very unlikely that this will be met, considering that Beijing has to make a decision on that, and we have a hardline government in Beijing, highly ideological, that will not meet this demand. Furthermore, the chief executive has said he is not willing to meet any of the demands, saying that this will just give them a sense of that they achieve something with violence. So she thinks the best way to deal with this is not meeting their demands. She's been doing this for 4 months. It's her assessment, obviously, why she thinks that this is working.
Matthias, what do you expect to happen there today?
We are seeing further clashes in different parts of the city, and the university that has been occupied yesterday, where the police has been pushed out of campus, is of course at the center today. We are not sure now how the police is going to react. Most people expect that at some point they will try to come back there. The protesters, I have seen it yesterday, have prepared hundreds of Molotov cocktails to meet them. So this is of course a very volatile, a very worrying situation.
Matthias, thank you very much for bringing us up to date there. Correspondent Matthias Böllinger in Hong Kong.
Kanye, you got it, man. So, yeah, it's going down all over the world, man, and it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to come here to America. So all that make America great again is bullshit. And if you remember, Donald Trump said, this was the quiet before the storm. So he know what it is. He know what it is, man. That's how you got 1 Thessalonians, I want to say the 5th chapter, roughly about verse 6, if I'm not, don't quote me on that. All right, matter of fact, let me get it. When it talks about they shall say peace and safety, you know. It ain't nothing, yo, man. This phone is crazy. But we ain't gonna let that bother us. 1 Thessalonians. Salaki, Hakan, please bear with me. Okay, it's 5 and 3. Alright, it's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Alright, so that's what's coming to America real soon, you know. Man, it says, but Salaki. Matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 4. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should that day should overtake you as a thief. You know, so hey man, the brothers that's out here pushing and all that, you know these things are coming to pass, man. You know, We know what's going on. All right, so we're not ignorant of Esau's devices, man. Also, so we're watching. We out here trying to warn the people, man. All right, of the other things that come. So it's all written, man. So man, just hey, man, like I say, keep praying, man. But then ask the Lord for mercy for you and your family, because it's coming. I hope with that I'm going to say, I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope I ain't ramble. I hope it made sense. To the next lesson, I'm going to say Shalom Yasharala and death to America. We almost out of here. Shalom.